Today's story is Bunny, Puppy, and Cat's Day at the Zoo African Adventure. One bright and sunny morning, Benny the bunny, Daisy the puppy, and Max the cat were more excited than ever. They were going on another thrilling adventure to the zoo, and this time they were exploring the African safari exhibit. The trio had heard all about the incredible animals from Africa, and they couldn't wait to see them up close. As they walked through the zoo gates, Benny's long ears twitched with excitement. "I can't wait to see the lions," he exclaimed, hopping up and down. Daisy's tail wagged. "And the elephants," she added with wide eyes. Max, always the calm and curious one, purred thoughtfully. "There's so much to see and learn. We'll need to make sure we don't miss a thing." Their first stop was the lion enclosure. The majestic lions were lounging in the sun, their golden manes blowing gently in the breeze. Benny's eyes widened in awe. "Look at their manes. They're like the kings of the jungle," he said, hopping closer to the glass. Max nodded, his green eyes fixed on the lions. "Did you know lions are the only cats that live in groups called prides?" he explained. "They work together to protect their territory and hunt for food." Daisy barked excitedly. "That's so cool. I bet they're really brave." Next, they made their way to the elephant habitat. The massive creatures were gently swaying their trunks, reaching for leaves high in the trees. Daisy's tail wagged with excitement. "Wow, they're so big," she said, pressing her nose against the glass. Max smiled and added, "Elephants are the largest land creatures, and they use their trunks for so many things, like picking up food and even hugging each other." Benny giggled. "Imagine if we had trunks like that. We could grab snacks from really high places." Their next stop was the giraffe enclosure. The tall, graceful giraffes were munching on leaves from the top of trees, their long necks stretching high into the sky. "Look at how tall they are," Benny exclaimed, hopping up and down in excitement. "They must have the best view of everything." Daisy nodded eagerly. "And they can eat leaves from the tallest trees. I wish I could reach that high." Max, who was reading the information sign, added, "Giraffes are the tallest land animals, and their long necks help them eat leaves that other animals can't reach. They can even see predators coming from far away." As they wandered through the African adventure exhibit, the trio came across the zebra enclosure. The black and white striped animals were grazing peacefully in the sun. Daisy barked happily. "Look at their stripes. They're like walking art." Benny laughed, hopping closer. "I wonder if no two zebras have the same stripes, like how no two bunnies have the same fur patterns." Max, always the fact finder, nodded. "You're right, Benny. Each zebra has a unique pattern of stripes, just like our fur." Their final stop was the rhinoceros enclosure. The massive rhinos were resting under the shade of a large tree, their thick gray skin glistening in the sun. "Whoa, look at their horns," Benny gasped, his eyes wide with wonder. Max purred thoughtfully. "Rhinos are known for their strong horns, which they use to defend themselves and their families. But they're actually gentle giants most of the time." Daisy nodded, her tail wagging. "They look tough, but I bet they're really kind to each other." After exploring all the animals of the African exhibit, the trio sat down on a bench to rest. They had learned so much about the animals and their unique adaptations to survive in the wild. "That was amazing," Benny exclaimed, his ears twitching with excitement. Max nodded, his green eyes sparkling. "We learned so much today about how different animals live and work together in Africa." Daisy barked happily. "And we saw so many cool things. Lions, giraffes, elephants. I can't wait to come back." Before heading home, they visited the gift shop, where each of them picked out a souvenir to remember their African adventure. Benny chose a plush lion, Daisy picked a giraffe keychain, and Max selected a book about African wildlife. As they walked home, the trio talked excitedly about everything they had seen. We should explore more parts of the world at the zoo next time, Benny suggested. Max purred with contentment. There's so much to learn about animals and the world around us, and I'm glad we get to explore it all together. Daisy wagged her tail as she added, every adventure is better when we're together with friends. And so Benny, Daisy, and Max returned home, their hearts full of joy from their African adventure. They knew that no matter where their explorations took them, they would always be ready to learn, discover, and share the wonders of the world together. That was Bunny, Puppy, and Cat's Day at the Zoo African Adventure. Thanks for listening to Super Bedtime Stories. We hope you enjoyed your listen tonight. Please make sure to like and subscribe. If you enjoyed this book, feel free to click on one of the videos on the screen for another good, heartwarming, family fun story. We strive to provide good moral bedtime stories that parents know are safe for their little ones and that also have a good lesson. See you soon.